So, guys, this is the topic for today, and we're going to get straight into this one because it's a very good one. Now, we're going to speak about why the narcissist hides the next person in line. This goes for the person that was in line while they were with you, that they line up. And then it goes for them discarding you and now being with a new person. And also hiding you. And this is how they do things. They want to hide the next person in line so they can continue to live with their facade with no strings attached. Because if they didn't do this, they would be exposing themselves and everybody would think they're crazy. At least the people who know would think they're crazy and call them crazy. So they're going to hide the next person in line from you. Because even you would expose them. And they don't want you to know how sick and twisted they actually are. But the thing is, guys, some narcissists don't even care. This goes for some that want to continue to put up their facade. But some don't even care. Some is going to flaunt new supplies. Some want to really do you dirty and not even care what you think about them. You can think they're effed up all you want. That's how they think. You can think that all you want. They don't care. They're literally out there looking to hurt you. They're looking to hurt somebody. So, obviously, if you were the one that was with them, they're looking to hurt you. And they don't care to hide the new supply. They will flaunt it within a week, within 2 weeks. Sometimes even within days, they can be with somebody else. Like, I've seen some crazy stuff. Like, not even on my end, but from others as well. We have seen people break up with a partner right around Christmas time, just beforehand, and then take their phone and record a Snapchat video of them with somebody else, literally on Christmas Eve, on Christmas Day. That's a situation I have come across, not myself, but heard it from other people, and that's insane. Like, that is insane. But what you guys also have to understand is how demonic and low these people actually are. Like, the fact that they show you those things should actually bother you less, not more. And I'm going to explain into deep detail, why it bothers you and why it might not. If something like this actually bothers you, what a narcissist does, if they post new supply, if they take a Snapchat video with somebody else on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day when y'all just broke up, if that bothers you, the reason why it bothers you is because you're not fully clued in as to who they are. You're viewing them as that sweet, innocent girl that you met, that you were with. You're not viewing her as the demon she actually is. That is why it hurts you. That's why it affects you. Or vice versa, the other way around. If narcissists do dirty things like that and it actually affects you, that's because you still have a false image in your head of who they actually are, and you're not seeing it through enough. Now, if a narcissist stoops to the very lowest of levels and does you dirty, and you're more turned away from that person because of what they've done and what you've seen, it's pretty evident that you have seen their mask slip. They're basically giving you more proof as to why they're a piece of crap human being and why you should never look at them or see them as something serious ever again, which is a good thing. They're doing you a favor. But if you want to continue on to view them in a false light, and you still think they're that person that you had spent time with, and they're that innocent girl you once knew, and oh my God, how could she do this to me, brother? That's not that girl. That's not that sweet, innocent girl. That was an act. That's not who she is. She is a demon. She's also a liar. She's also a con artist. So I don't know what it's going to take for some of you guys to clue in to some of this stuff. But the quicker you clue in, the better it's going to be. And the more you view them as a human, because they're not even a human, the more obviously it's going to hurt you, because you're dependent on them to be a human being for you. When they're doing nothing but hurting you emotionally and mentally, and you don't even know what to do it yourself. Because they're doing all this stuff to you, and the whole time you have this attachment with them, which is a trauma bond. But guys, if they're showing you that stuff, you should look at them as the biggest joke of all time, never to be taken seriously ever again. Literally laugh at the person and walk away. Like, that is a demon, bro. That's not that girl you know. That's not that dude you know. That's a demon. So what are you doing? Like, what are you guys actually doing? Like, what are you even thinking? How could the narcissist do these things and actually get over on you that bad? Like, it blows my mind. That should give you more clarity. That should actually hurt you far less than it actually hurts you. Because they're showing you they're the biggest pieces of all time. They're literally showing you that. So why should you be bothered or fazed over a human being that is that low? Like, really? Why should you be fazed about a human being that is that low? That's low. Like, what are you even thinking? It's actually worse if they might do you dirty here and there, but they keep acting like they're good, but they keep hurting you here and there, and they keep acting like they're good. It's far worse, because it's going to keep you around, and the abuse is going to continue on. If they do some groundbreaking stuff right in front of your own two eyes, it's far easier to get yourself out of those situations, you know. Like, far easier. Like, you damn well know how big of a red flag this person actually is. Therefore, it should make it easy for you to leave because of it. So back to what we were talking about. If the narcissist plans on discarding you, it's not a one-day thing. It's not an overnight thing. It was something that was planned and thought out. Probably a month or more in advance. Sometimes even a year in advance if y'all are married. If y'all are married to a narc for many, many years, they could be checked out for a whole year, and they're already planning their escape. They're already planning their escape route. So, like I said, it could be a month. It could be a couple of weeks. Sometimes they can move on in a couple of weeks, get something going with somebody else. The whole time you don't know about it, because they're hiding the new supply. They're hiding the next victim in line. And let me tell you something right now. This next person is not going to be blessed with your ex-narcissist. They're not going to be blessed. They're going to be cursed. They're going to get the same wrath, if not worse, than what you've received. It's going to be something that didn't work out. The narcissist is going to blame them once again. They're going to find somebody else again. And they're going to continue to go from person to person to person to person to person because they ain't even a person. They're just trying to live through somebody at the end of the day. They're in survival mode 24/7 trying to live through somebody else because they cannot live through their own lens. They can't live their own life. They can't be left alone. They cannot think for themselves. It is nothing but darkness. Like, if you guys are with somebody that you feel like they cannot be left alone, you guys got to run, boy. You guys got to run because, you know, I've in the past been with people before and it's like, man, like, you literally feel it without them even saying it. You can feel like, man, this person cannot be left alone. Like, this person literally cannot be left alone. This makes your life hell. And I'll explain how. You're basically on dad duty. You're basically taking care of a child because a child cannot be left alone. Like, literally cannot be left alone. You have to take care of a child. You have to arrange things to take care of that child. Now, if you have a narcissistic partner, it's the exact same thing. You're taking care of a child. They can't be left alone. And I'm talking, you can be without the person, but when it comes to their cell phone, they have to be connected to you 24/7. They have to know where you are all the time. You have to reply to them all the time. And it's just this constant thing where you feel like you can't even get let off the hook. It's this constant battle of just, you know, and it's soul sucking. It's draining. It's draining to have a partner like that cannot even give you a second. There's no such thing as them being there for you. Like, not even that you need it. It's just, you're always there for them. And it's this one-sided thing because the child ain't there for the parent is there for the child. So to have a partner like that, you don't have a partner, you have a child. So do you guys want a child? Like, or do you want a partner to have a child with? And then you're in it together. And then it's teamwork. You make the dream work. And that's how it's supposed to be done. We're not supposed to be taking in grown adults to be a father to them. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, what is going on? But that is what narcissists are. That's the position they put you in. And the thing is, you don't know it at first. When you get with this person at first, you don't know it. You don't know it until you know it a lot of the time. And by that time, it's kind of too late. It's hard to just let go of somebody you've built something with. Like, it's not easy. Oh yeah, just get out of here. See you, red flag, see you later. It's not that easy. We wish it was. Like, we do. But you've already built something with a person. But the thing is, the person you've built something with don't even exist. You're viewing the narcissist through your own lens as somebody they're not. They're not that person. The only thing they did was pretend to be that person so you would like them, which they mirror you. They agree with everything you say pretty much. If you like something, they do too. If you like this, they do too. And it's just like, oh my God, like it's just perfect. And you know what? There's a such thing as meeting people in life where there's a lot in common, but they're actually about that life. And that's obviously a totally different thing. Being compatible with somebody is a real thing, but when it comes to a narcissist, bro, they fake compatibility, and in the end, they were every single thing that you were not. They were never the person they pretended to be. They could pretend like they love fitness and all this stuff, and all of a sudden they're the biggest, laziest slobs you've ever seen in your life. They never had any intention of actually doing any of that stuff. They just told you that with their words. Oh yeah, love the gym, I'm going to start it and all this stuff, and we're going to be fit together. And you're just going to hear a bunch of lies. And in the end, you get some lazy, Porky the Pig type person, just lazy. They're not about that life. They're not. Everything they said, it's just not true. So that's the thing. And once the narcissist feels like you're catching on to them, you're starting to pull away, you're starting to pull back, you're starting to view them differently, things are not going so well, there's always these little arguments and fights. They, at this point, are on their way out because they know this ain't going nowhere because you ain't going to want to put up with their BS. They're on the hunt now to look for somebody else. They're going to get back on the dating apps. They're going to get back out there. They're going to try to get all this new supply. They're going to get it because they're going to fool other people. So, and they're going to hide it. They're going to still be with you and they're going to hide all that stuff. And, that's their strategy. And they hide it because they want to continue to pretend while they're still with you that everything's all right and all this stuff. The whole time, they be living a double, triple, quadruple life behind your back. And then all of a sudden, that day's going to come where they discard you. Because that was their plan. They're not genuine. That's the whole thing about them, bro. Like, every single thing they do rubs you the wrong way. Because it's just wrong. Like, they weren't even connected to you the way you thought they were the whole time. The whole time. And that's why they're so easy to just discard you out of nowhere, because they're living a life in a spiritual realm that you didn't even know existed. You're just like, you're a joke to them. Like, you're not even human to them. You're just a toy. You're just somebody to use. You're not a human being where your emotions matter, your emotional state matters, and your health matters. They absolutely don't care. Like, at all. They don't care about your health. They don't care about your well-being. They don't care about your future. They will actually try to ruin your future. They will try to ruin your whole life. They don't care. Whatever benefits them, that's all they care about. If they can throw you under the bus like that, they will do it in a heartbeat. They will do that stuff in a heartbeat. Everything ends with the narcissist in a heartbeat, in a flick. It's done. And the whole time you're confused. The whole time you feel like you were set up. And it's because you were set up. The narcissist is sick in the head. The narcissist is sick in the mind. They don't care about you guys. They never did. And it's because they cannot even be there for themselves. They can't even care about themselves. How could they care about you to that level when they don't even care about themselves? You guys don't understand how far down they are. They are far, 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 far down the totem pole. They can't come up to where you're at. You have this self-love. You have this confidence. You have this swagger. You have it all going. They're not that. They don't have the capability to be at that level to give you any care or empathy or anything. They're way down there, down the totem pole. They're only in a position to receive things from you. And as much as you give to them and as much as they're receiving, it's all just being poured out. Like, you guys heard of the black hole analogy, right? When it comes to the narcissist, because you can feed them as much as you want, but everything you're feeding them, all this money, all the gifts, all the praise, all the love, all the empathy, all the care you're giving to the narcissist all the time, it's just going down this black hole where everything you've ever given disappears. Everything. Everything you give them disappears. It's because they're a human being that's alive, that is sick. It doesn't matter what you give them. It's almost like somebody with like the worst cancer you could possibly think. they have a certain amount of time to live. No matter what you give them, it ain't gonna matter, because they're gonna be gone at a certain specific time that they have left. It's no different than a narcissist and giving them a whole bunch of stuff thinking that it's gonna help them. It is not. They are sick in that way, and they will never change in that way. They are spiritually dead. They are dead, and the only thing they're going to do is kill you inside and try to kill you inside, because they are. Every person they come in contact with, they are going to destroy their life. They're going to do somebody dirty as hell. They can't even help it. That's how they're wired. And they're going to do you so dirty. So dirty. Like you don't even know, bro. It's going to be bad. You guys already know it's bad. You guys been through it. I've been through it. It's bad. But the best thing you can do is understand it. Understanding it is very important. You don't take things so personal. It's not personal. Like, it's not personal. You have to see it for what it is, and it is what it is. You got in this entanglement with a con artist. It is what it is. Carry on. You took an L. You got robbed a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. God will do what God does. He will bless you beyond measure, because that is what you deserve. Seriously. So just understand, guys, the reason why they hide the new supply, the reason why they hide the next person in line, is because they're trying to protect their image as much as they can, because they are the biggest con artists of all time. Some narcissists don't care to do it. Some do. They're all very similar, but they do different things, and they wish for different things, and some of them really care about what people think. So if you expose them and put it on full blast, they're going to be pissed. That is their worst nightmare as well. That's why some will try to hide it in what they're doing the best that they can. The best that they can, they're going to try to hide that. So it involves hiding the next person in line. It also involves hiding you, who is the current supply, to the next person. Because they don't want the next person to think they were with somebody like right then and there. Because the next person in line is going to think, oh, like that's crazy. Like, you were with someone, you're coming to me, like what's up with that? Like, that's why. Because they can never get away with their games. So in order to get away with their games, that's why they do what they do. Voila. I broke it down for you guys, so this is what it is, and dealing with narcissists, welcome to hell, because that's what it is. And all you guys have to do is do a better job of understanding this, not taking things so personal, and not letting them devalue you or your worth, because you are worth what you're worth. Not what they've done to you, not what they've said to you. All that stuff, bro, has come from the mouth of a demon. And that is all you guys have to know. So take care of yourselves. Pick yourself up. Shake it off. Shake the devil off. Keep it going. Do not forget to come follow me on Instagram. Exact same username as here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, this one is it. I'll see y'all on the next. God willing, God bless, and we'll see y'all at the top.